Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday, we continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. To the air again, it's Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Once again, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 73.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Swift going to try up the middle. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles will strike first here, this wild card matchup. You always worry about the platform, the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play action now. Cousins looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give running right is Akers. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense. So that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw, Cousins. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Oh, it's Silver, ready?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Following the interception, Cousins. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 34. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Eagles 34-yard line.
They give up the middle to Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
Going right back to Akers. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Now Cousins.
At the Eagles 24-yard line.
And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try to put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Cousins going to change it up. Back to throw here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jobe. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to have the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the... And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed. Pretty well executed there. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One more time with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, here's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Keely Ringo picks it off. Past the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And power running here down the 6-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, here's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins from 6 yards away. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Throwing is Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. They've got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
That is caught and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And now here is another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Cousins pass intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Breaks through the contact. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he'll get this down only to the 18.